Did you know that you can quantum jump literally whenever you want? Quantum leap, jump timelines, whatever terms you guys use. I just call it switching timelines. I don't particularly like the term jump because it implies that you're going from over here all the way over there. And one, that makes it sound like more work than it actually is. And two, that's not technically what's happening. The timeline you want, as well as all other timelines, they exist on top of each other, which means you're not technically jumping. You're just stepping over to a different one. The life you want might seem far away from you, from your perspective, but it's actually not. It's right next to you. The chances are you switched timelines thousands of times in this life already. You're just doing it unconsciously. Timeline jumping isn't about forcing a new reality. It's about switching the probability that you align with. And alignment has nothing to do with effort. With that being said, most people stay stuck in the same timeline because their brains are calibrated to the past. Same expectations, same emotional baseline, same self-concept. And so the quantum field keeps reflecting the same probability. So here's the key. To jump timelines, you don't visualize harder. You interrupt predictability. So let's get into how it actually works. First, you stop asking, how will this happen? Because the moment you ask how, you lock into the current timeline's limitations. And really, there are no limitations. Second, you assume that the timeline is already selected, not hoped for, decided. It doesn't mean excitement. It doesn't mean desperation. You're simply acting as if the wave function has already collapsed in your favor. Third, you shift your normal behaviors, not dramatically, just slightly. Switch your routine. Switch the order in which you usually do things. Add or subtract something from your routine. Change small habits. What's the first thing you do in the morning? Change that. Things you normally do with your right hand, do them with your left. You jog this route every day, take a different one. Shoot, stop by the store and get yourself a bouquet of flowers. You ever done that? And if the changes that you choose to make help to normalize your desire in some way and help you shift over to being the person who already has what you want, even better. This is a fast and effective way to shift from using the past or your current timeline as your reference point. That's what we want to stop doing. The past might have told you that the way you currently do things is the best way to do things. But no, we're going to do it a different way. And breaking that loop immediately alters the future in ways that you can't even perceive right now. Well, it brings you to a different future by putting you in a different timeline. You've completely separated from the past, and now you get different results. That's how timelines shift